I missed Dynamite yesterday, so now I'm watching it now as I play Borderlands.
It's Christmas Eve! You know what that means! AEW Dynamite on 34th Street is coming to you from the iconic Hammerstein Ballroom, Midtown, Manhattan, New York. I'm Excalibur, joined by Tony Schiavone, the American Dragon, Brian Danielson, and we have a great night of action in store for you. Thank you for spending your Christmas Eve tonight with All Elite Wrestling.
Starting off with a match.
Your opening contest is a Blue League match in the Continental Classics #1 Fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from wherever, when, whatever, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
The most consequential Blue League match of the tournament thus far as Inosuke Takeshi and Orange Cassidy tied for first and second place respectively, but each man has a match in hand over their co-leaders, Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley. As we take a look at the scoreboard, that means Moxley and Claudio can only score 3 potential points, whereas Cassidy and Takeshita, 6 potential points remain.
Yeah, and I mean, either man, whoever wins this match is really going to be in the lead for the Blue League this year.
Inosuke Takeshita has an opportunity, Tony, to clinch a spot in the semifinals here tonight.
Even though he had 2 matches to go, this being one of them, what a performer and what an incredible opening match here in New York City.
And his opponent, from Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, he is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, the Alpha Inosuke Takeshita.
As the Alpha makes his way to the ring, as Don Callis makes his way to the announce desk, let's check in for the first time tonight with our colleague, the remarkable Renee Paquette. Take it away, Nate.
Takeshita's schedule has been absolutely insane, but Don Callis said that he's kept his schedule this tight by design. He wants to keep his foot firmly on the gas pedal because if there's any athlete that can endure that kind of pressure, it is Takeshita. Now it's just a matter of what Orange Cassidy's body can endure against the Alpha.
Inosuke Takeshita, a maximum of 13 possible points in the tournament if he wins his remaining 2 matches. Orange Cassidy, a maximum possible of 12 points if he wins his 2 remaining matches. And Don, once again, joins us at the desk.
It's becoming a regular thing out here, so I'm glad to lend my support.
Yeah, thank you very much for being out here. Takeshi, as we said, can clinch a spot in the semifinals with a win here. Orange Cassidy, of course, is doing quite well as well. And interesting that Renee talked about the schedule that Takeshi has been keeping. Sometimes that works in your favor, doesn't it, Brian? I mean, you would think you'd be tired, but maybe you're sharper.
Yeah, sometimes it can make it so that you've got more less ring rust. For example, the big concern is injury, right? And especially in a tournament like the Continental Classic and a tournament like the G1. That's my fear for Takeshita. He did the G1 this year as well. Now he's doing the Continental Classic. He's had a lot of hard matches this year, but so far he's looked great. He's the only undefeated person in the Continental Classic at this moment.
Brian, you and I have both been around a lot of older wrestlers in our day when we were coming up. How many guys did we see walking around in the back that could barely move, but they needed to get out there and take a few falls, roll around a little bit.
Whoa, Orange Cassidy coming out of the gates hot, and this match is part of the 2025 Continental Classic group stage. All matches contested under the same rule set, 20-minute time limit, 3 points in the event of a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss, and everyone is banned from ringside. Hence Don Callis here at the announce desk, but Orange Cassidy 1, 2. Oh, very close. Orange Cassidy would have taken the lead in the Blue League with 9 points had he finished that pinning predicament.
I like this strategy by Orange Cassidy, constantly going for pins here in the opening.
Orange Cassidy moving with purpose, moving with speed. The crucifix pin. Very close. And Don Callis looks like he just spit up his lunch.
I think that was 3.
I do too. I mean,
think that was 3.
Come on, Don, a lot of fans agree. A lot of fans are agreeing here that
Paul Turner is a senior referee in this company.
I hate to take Don's side here, but it is up to the referee's discretion. If Paul Turner says it was 3, this match will continue. And thus far, it has been Orange Cassidy, a flurry of pinning predicaments to kick off this Christmas. Dynamite had a hell of a kick there for Konosuke Takeshita.
Brian, you mentioned that it's good that to see that Orange Cassidy was trying to get a win early. I think the longer this goes, the more it favors Takeshita.
That's interesting, Brian. I mean, usually the bigger man, you wouldn't say that about, but here we're saying it. Is it because you think Takeshita's going to wear him down a little bit with the size advantage?
I do think he will wear Orange Cassidy down with the size advantage the longer this match goes. Also, Takeshita is such a strong striker, and he has so many devastating moves in his arsenal. I mean, he's just been impeccable in this tournament.
And Brian, combine that with the fact that Orange Cassidy has been dealing with a lingering back injury throughout this Continental Classic. That could come back to bite him, and it could be something that Takeshita could exploit with moves like that suplex onto the apron. You mentioned Konosuke Takeshita with victory tonight. Could be the first athlete to clinch a spot in the 2025 Continental Classic semifinals that would go down at World's End, taking place this Saturday, live on pay-per-view HBO Max. The semifinals and final round match of the Continental Classic this Saturday, plus so much more.
Well, we got a Christmas night special, a 2.5-hour special Collision leading up to World's End. There's a whole lot going on, and of course, as we know, as we found out this past week, we got a 4-way for the world title. So much to talk about heading to World's End.
That's right, Tony. That Christmas night edition of Collision takes place tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on TNT.
Oh yeah, so Dynamite started earlier, so then I had no idea it started
the
earlier.
final night of group stage matches on 2025 Continental Classic. Each one.
Yeah, I would have done it last year yesterday if I would have known, but.
That's flying banner by Orange Cassidy, and then the bandera by Takeshita sent Cassidy out to the apron, and now Cassidy though bouncing Takeshita's head, left and right and left again. Takeshita puts on the brakes. Cassidy anticipates changes levels. Cassidy over the top. DDT! Takeshita dazed. Cassidy a second DDT. He's got Takeshita in trouble here. 1, 2, no!
Orange is looking sharp, guys. I mean, really sharp.
I'm not surprised. I mean, this is a guy with a lot of experience, a lot of
haven't.
matches under his belt, sneaky athletic. I think very highly of Orange Cassidy in actual fact.
Take another look at this second DDT. Takeshita, he was already loopy from the first one, and Orange Cassidy had a huge opportunity to move up to 9 points and the sole possession of the lead in the Continental Classic.
DDT from Orange Cassidy, we've seen so much of it, you would think that everybody would have their eyes on it, but he still, because of his ability, is able to put it on, even though it's a part of his arsenal that is well known.
Well, the great thing about Orange Cassidy is he's able to hit that DDT from so many different angles and so many different positions. That's why he's able to do it. I mean, oftentimes you'll see people counter the DDT at first, but he's able to hit it from a different angle. But now you just see him punching Takeshita multiple times. I don't think this is a great strategy for Orange Cassidy.
We talked about this. I told Takeshita, feed him the top of your head, break his hand. But I don't think Takeshita's in a mindset right now to think about what he's doing. He's taking too much punishment.
Especially after those 2 DDTs back-to-back.
Yeah.
And Don, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you for a second time in a broadcast. A broken hand for Orange Cassidy would take away that orange punch, perhaps his most potent weapon.
Okay, I get all that, but feed him the top of your head to break his hand?
Yes.
Oh, Don, you were so full of it.
How am I? Thank you.
Big swing and a miss by the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Hands in the pockets, and now the mind games begin from Orange Cassidy.
Just punch him in the throat right now. This is ridiculous.
That's almost what Orange Cassidy wants you to do. He does that like a pitcher throws a changeup just to get people off their games, and oftentimes it works. I mean, look at this.
That's a great call, Brian. You are exactly right.
It is a cocky move to be in a professional wrestling match like this and have your hands in your pockets. I mean, He's kind of telling you what he thinks about you.
Yeah, but
Oh, wait, the drop kick, and Takeshita did not budge.
Look at that.
And Orange Cassidy seems a bit shaken by that.
We'll try it again.
Second time Takeshita back a step, maybe a step and a half, but barely giving any ground.
Be careful here, Orange. Yep.
Swinging a miss by Takeshita, missed the second time. Takeshita gets taken off his feet after the third drop kick.
I'd like to see Takeshita rip those acid wash jeans off him and choke him out with it.
How demoralizing is it, Don, to get drop kicked like that by a man with his hands in his pockets?
It's an incredibly cocky move. And
Wait a second, that was
That's
going
it.
on. Takeshita
Where's the ref?
answers with a huge Blue Thunder bomb as our first group stage match in the Continental Classic continues. Don't go anywhere.
TSN is home to the CHL.
What a shot, top shelf.
From the WHL
You couldn't script this any
to
better.
the OHL
Shoot scores.
and the QMJHL.
Crowd to their feet once more.
The League Championship Series,
A magical moment.
culminating with the Memorial Cup.
The Knights are Memorial Cup champions.
Did I get this down?
CHL hockey lives on TSN and TSN Plus.
Over half the time limit has elapsed here in our opening contest tonight. A Blue League matchup in the 2025 Continental Classic. A victory for Konosuke Takeshita could clinch him a spot in the semifinal round. Orange Cassidy, however, could take the lead in the Blue League with the victory here, 9 points. As we take a look at just moments ago, Cassidy landing that solid shot to the face of Konosuke Takeshita. But Takeshita, he has fended off that challenge by Cassidy, Brian.
Takeshita has done a great job of working over Orange Cassidy's lower back. I'll be interested to see how he responds to being kicked in the face like that. Look at this.
Oh my goodness! Takeshita attempting the raging fire off the middle rope, but Orange Cassidy counters with the Stun Dog Millionaire.
It's a great move for Takeshita to get out of the ring. He could have been pinned right there.
Cassidy the tope and a DDT on the floor.
Another DDT to Takeshita, this time on the floor. Don, you've got to be worried about Takeshita's neck.
I am worried about it, but I'm glad we're out on the floor here. He's not losing this out here by pinfall, but now he's back in.
So we take another look at this DDT picture. Perfect execution by Orange Cassidy, but Takeshita, 1, 2, oh! Takeshita so dangerous, you can see the blood
Right.
welling on the mouth of Takeshita, I imagine, from that kick to the face by Cassidy. And Cassidy, he got taken for a loop by the Alpha.
Oh,
Now Takeshita, perhaps with the advantage, thinking Raging Fire once again.
This is it.
Oh, but Cassidy attempts to block with the Stun Dog, but instead Takeshita changes grip. He's got Cassidy hooked. Cassidy,
Look at him. He's wheelbarrowing him.
the Cazadora, the reversal. 1, 2. No, Takeshita reverses. And the wheelbarrow into the German suplex.
Big power advantage here. We
Punch
talked about
misses,
it.
but the elbow strike does not.
How about that?
There's the orange punch.
He got right back up, did Cassidy, and executed the orange punch.
And now the cover. 2 and oh! Takeshita escapes.
Just too much power from Takeshita. Was able to escape that pin after, I mean, what an incredible turn of events.
This is a tournament that began Thanksgiving Eve, goes to Christmas. We've not, gentlemen, been disappointed with any match in this Continental Classic yet.
Continental Classic in its 3rd year, and it just seems to get better with every iteration. As Orange Cassidy now looking at that right hand, potentially wondering, does he have what it takes? Does he have the power to put away Takeshita? Oh, what a knee to the face. Cassidy may have the power, but he did not have the timing there, Tony.
Everything Takeshita does, though, is with force. Everything, knees, fists, elbows, forearms.
Thus far, everything that Orange Cassidy has done, Takeshita seemed to have an answer for, but Beach break on the apron.
Oh, rolling man, I don't know if he can or not.
Both men falling to the floor. Senior official Paul Turner checking on both, advising them that he will be starting the 10 count. And in this scenario, Brian, a 10 count from Orange Cassidy, if Konosuke Takeshita is counted out on the floor, that's the same as a pinfall or submission inside the ring. Orange Cassidy takes 3 points either way.
You're right. I mean, just look at how much punishment each of these men have taken in this match, let alone this entire tournament. But yeah, Orange Cassidy can... If Orange gets in the ring, he'll get Takeshita the count out, just like you said.
Orange punch, Takeshita spilling into the second or third row. And Cassidy,
What a coward Orange Cassidy is.
And staggered, he's trying to get the wind on, and like Excalibur said, a count out will get you the
Winning like a man.
a coward or a strategist, Orange Cassidy.
And that would put him on top of the blue ring. If he gets a count out.
Takeshita staggers and just beats the count. Now Cassidy, the roll up, it's in time to, no,
5
Takeshita.
minutes remain in this match.
All right, 1, 2, oh, again. Takeshita escapes.
That's a fast count by this referee.
Takeshita intercepts the orange punch, and now raging fire. Roll up, 1, 2, Takeshita tilts, raises up, raging fire. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Takeshita won.
The Alpha
That was a close one.
Konosuke Takeshita.
The Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, the first man to clinch his spot in the semifinals of the 2025 Continental Classic. Let's take a look at the updated scoreboard. Konosuke Takeshita sits alone at top of the table. 10 points right now, a maximum of 13 remaining. Him more than anyone else in the Blue League. A highly impressive performance by Takeshita.
incredible opening match. It really was. Here on Christmas Eve in Dynamite on 34th Street.
A valiant effort by Orange Cassidy. He is still in the mix, but he will need some help. But right now, let's hear from a revenge-minded Gabe Kidd.
If you listen hard enough, you can hear Darby Allin's head clattering down these stairs. You know what I hear? I hear the zipper. I hear the body bag tearing from underneath me. I feel my skin tearing from my back. Setting that table on fire was for nothing. It's funny to me that you've created this image that you're some kind of indestructible man. So you are, Darby, a man. You've been standing on thin ice and now it's starting to crack from beneath you, and I'm gonna be the one who shatters that ice and drags you down. Please, I'm begging you, please. World's End.
FTR, every day we're constantly reminded about the legacy you want to leave in professional wrestling. Constantly reminded about how you're the best tag team in the world. What's not clocking to you? We agree. Everyone agrees with you. But you weren't the best tag team in Manchester, England.
1, 2, 3.
No. The foot on the ropes as he hit the count.
There were shenanigans involved.
Everybody was confused. I'll tell you one thing I am not confused about because I saw with my own 2 eyes. Your shoulders were on the mat. I don't care if your foot was on the rope. I say let's get rid of the ropes. Let's get rid of the rules. I grew up 60 miles south of Chicago. And the thing about Chicago is sometimes we gotta get down and dirty and violent in the streets to settle the score.
'Tis the season. Between the three of you, reach down and find 2 jingle bells. Show up in Chicago for a Chicago street fight. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Guns up!
Unfinished business, an understatement for what the Bang Bang Gang have towards FTR, the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Big challenge thrown out just now.
This is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing 203 pounds, Roderick Strong!
1 week ago, Manchester, England, Roderick Strong was mathematically eliminated from the running in the Blue League of the 2025 Continental Classic. Could be why. Seems a bit apprehensive here tonight, Brian.
I completely agree. I mean, it's hard to come out here motivated when you know you have no chance to even get into the semifinals of a tournament like this. You're putting everything out there every single match. But Roderick Strong, I've known him a long time, and he has a lot of pride. He's not going to go down without a fight.
Well, you know, you can play the spoiler, and I think we saw when the tournament first started that Danny Garcia played the spoiler, and he was at 0, and he really did a heck of a job, and I think it propelled him to the wrestler that he is now with confidence.
Last night of the tournament, the original Continental Classic, Mark Briscoe picked up a win on the final night. There is still a lot to play for both these men.
And his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 167 pounds, Mascara
I misspoke a bit there because Mascara Dorada still very much in the mix, though he needs some help. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. You see Dorada sitting at 3 points, a maximum of 9 potential points left for Mascara Dorada. That would be good enough for a second place finish after Konosuke Takeshita. But as I mentioned, he needs some help from the other matches in the Blue League going down tomorrow night.
The only thing you can do is put your best foot forward.
Right.
And if he can win both of these matches, his last 2 matches, he's got a chance.
Got to try to win. It doesn't matter what the odds are or what the standings say. You got to try to win matches. It's important not only for this tournament, but important for you moving ahead.
As the bell rings, these two men also have like Orange Cassidy and Konosuke Takeshita, a match in hand. That means that they will be competing tomorrow night on the final night of the 2025 Continental Classic, part of the Christmas night collision taking place 8 Central tomorrow night on TNT and HBO Max, part of that big 2.5-hour broadcast. As Dorada and Roderick Strong starting things out.
Some great scientific exchanges here. They're each going for single legs. Dorada actually got it. Go behind into a waist lock.
But Roderick Strong engaging some hand fighting, breaks the grip of Mascara Dorada, and now trying to wrench that shoulder out of its socket.
I have to think this is the first time these two have been in the ring with each other. I don't know that for sure, but I'd have to think that's the case, so they've really got to feel each other out. These are two guys with 2 very different styles.
We mentioned our big broadcast tomorrow night on Christmas, of course, coming up this Saturday. It'll be World's End, the Now Arena, Chicago, Illinois. We will be there live on pay-per-view, and you can still join us in person. Scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Visit AEWTIX.com. Then 1 week from tonight, Liberty First Credit Union Arena, Omaha, Nebraska. Next Wednesday night, you can spend New Year's Eve with All Elite Wrestling. Then, all January long, we'll begin the Esports Arena, Arlington, Texas, for Collision. All of that information available at AEWTIX.com. And Mascara Dorada probing for what looks like a Jujigatame, Brian.
I think this has been a great strategy from Roderick Strong, testing Mascara Dorada on the map. But we see Mascara Dorada, he's known for his excellent high flying, but he's got some mat skills here too.
Certainly does. I mean, that Yave style of submission wrestling they teach in the Lucha Libre schools, the academies in Mexico. Those lessons not lost on Mascara Dorada. We've seen him go for this alternate grip on the surfboard. Instead of going on the backs of the knees, instead puts the
Tell our viewers more.
His boot against the
I've floated for years in space, all but dead, just barely alive enough to do exactly what I needed to do. I promised I would slam and jab, and that is what I have done.
Brian, looked like it was a lot of concern or confusion on the face of Roddy right there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree. He was in that strange surfboard. The way that he does it, it's a compression lock. It looks like on both legs. Right. And that really could have threw Roddy off his game, especially going into the pin like that. Look at these moves. I mean, this is bewildering.
And now, it's time to go.
That was Dr. the greatest Evo player who has ever or will ever. I'm Penelope Street, wishing you good night.
Takes down Roderick Strong to the outside. Goes Strong. both of these men are what TNT champion Mark Briscoe would describe as conglomeration adjacent civilian warriors, but tonight they're battling it out for 3 points in the Blue League of the 2025 Continental Classic. And deposited on the ring apron. Roderick Strong, the blink of the eye, takes the advantage, and this match continues. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Is running riot here. Oh, yes, sir. It is all quite astonishing.
La Liga, every game, all season.
It's already rolling now for this new season
On TSN Plus. Subscribe now.
Group stage action in the Blue League of the 2025 Continental Classic. A must-win match for Mascara Dorada, but Roderick Strong mathematically eliminated, but an opportunity to play the spoiler, to end Dorada's hopes to progress in the tournament here tonight. But Mascara Dorada, fleet of foot, he is to the top rope. Roderick Strong stunned inside the ring. The tornado, the arm drag. And Mascara Dorada, his speed has been his biggest asset tonight, Brian Danielson.
Look at that. Not just his speed, but his ability to move his own body around his opponents. It's just incredible.
Once again, how about Roddy Strong, the veteran move, getting out of the way. That time.
Out of the way, but not all the way out of the way. Mascara Dorada going on the near side of the post, in between the top and the middle rope, taking Roderick Strong down with a violent arm drag.
I think Roddy thought that the post was going to protect him, but it did not, like you said, Excalibur. From that dive.
Mascara Dorada to the top, steadies himself, and Senton Atomico on target. Dorada hooks the legs, and Roderick Strong powers out.
A little frustration here from Dorada.
Remember, both of these men will be in action tomorrow night, part of the Christmas night collision. TNT, HBO Max, beginning at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And Mascara Dorada would love to come into that match, Brian, with 9 points, with 6 points, excuse me, but Roderick Strong not going to make it easy on the youngster.
Well, Dorada's match tomorrow is going to be against Takeshita. How about that for a challenge?
Massive mat return, drives down. Dorada and Roderick Strong very nearly ended Mascara Dorada's Continental Classic.
I think of the damage that Roderick Strong has already done to... Oh, cover here.
Sick kick, the cover.
I think of the damage that Roderick Strong's already done to Mascara Dorada's back. And then he's got to face Takeshita tomorrow.
And Takeshita with 10 points, he's clinched a first. Tomorrow against Dorada, Brian, he wrestled.
I'm not.
Man to have not been defeated in the tournament. But Roderick Strong, his first 3 points line, finished the tournament strong, the backbreaker. And now Roderick, end of Hardy, no. Dorada escapes, kick to the side of the jaw by Mascara Dorada.
He's going up top, be damned, man. Look at this.
And just think of all the damage Roderick Strong has done to his back. He's got to be careful.
Shooting star, perhaps 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
The winner of this match, Mascara Dorada.
Now a very interesting situation arises. Mascara Dorada with 6 points enters into a 3-way tie for 3rd place, headed into the final night of action tomorrow night in the 2025 Continental Classic. The stakes, Tony, somehow get even higher.
Yes, it certainly does, Excalibur. And who will meet Takeshita in the semis?
Mascara Dorada's hopes remain alive as we head into the final night of group stage action tomorrow night on Christmas Collision. But fans, it has been a tremendous year for all elite wrestling, not just according to us, but also according to Sports Illustrated. Let's take a look.
As 2025 comes to a close, Sports Illustrated awarded their annual wrestling awards, with All Elite Wrestling claiming a near sweep, crowned with 10 accolades, solidifying that AEW is where the best wrestle. Taking home both female and male wrestler of the year honors, the CEO Mercedes Moné and Hangman Adam Page.
He's done it!
With FTR confirmed top guys in the tag team ranks, the Protostar Kyle Fletcher, breakout star of the year.
Say my
full name. And the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, named best in the ring. It was AEW events and stars that captivated the professional wrestling world this year. Double or Nothing, Show of the Year, a timeless honor for Tony Storm holding the mic.
Did you expect somebody else?
The epic battle of Hangman and John Moxley, Rivalry of the Year. And on the back of these recognitions, All Elite Wrestling has been awarded Promotion of the Year. For the year this extraordinary, there is no telling what 2026 will bring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
This Saturday, Chicago, Illinois, World's End. Chris Statlander puts her AEW Women's World Championship on the line against Jamie Hayter, almost guaranteed to be a firefight.
And now please welcome her challenger at World's End, Jamie Hayter.
Very easily two of the most popular competitors in the women's division of All Elite Wrestling. And really a true toss-up heading into Chicago this Saturday night.
Chris, let's start with you. Your AEW Women's World Championship is on the line at World's End against Jamie Hayter, and you gave her this opportunity pretty easily. However, last week in the UK, Jamie had no problem hitting you with a lariat and then posing with your championship.
Well, I decided to give you this shot because I know what it's like to have things taken away. You were on top of the world when everything was ripped from your hands. But Jamie, stop dwelling on what you had and look towards what you could be. I was a pitiful loser. Couldn't win any gold, legs shredded, failed friendships, and when I thought I was finally on top, I lost it all too. But then I realized that my sob story is over. I am the champion of the world because I focus on who I deserve to be. So don't pity me for what I've been through. Fear me for what I have become. And Jamie, when you said you'd be a different person when we wrestled, it felt all too familiar. I am transforming every single day to better myself. And look at where I stand. You may have beaten me before, but at World's End, you'll be face to face with the Cosmic Killer. So prove to me and prove to the world that you deserve to reclaim your throne!
Jamie, is there anything that you want to add ahead of your match?
I have plenty of things to add. Just remember, mate, the last time I hit you with this, you didn't get back up.
Sorry, you had a little schmutz there.
Oh yeah, well, you want to call it up?
Things getting very combustible. Saturday at World's End, the AEW Women's World Championship title match.
It's not surprising, as we're heading to Sunday, that tempers would flare. Jamie wants that world title back, and really injury took away from her.
She will have her chance just a couple days' time as AEW returns to Chicago this Saturday for World's End. But Speaking of returns, coming up next on Dynamite, the return to action of Maxwell Jacob Friedman and
There's nothing like an NFL Sunday on TSN Plus.
If you're a football fan, this is as good as it gets.
Subscribe now and never miss a high-stakes, fantasy-altering, jump-out-of-your-seat moment with NFL Red Zone.
We're gonna love watching football together.
Every touchdown, every Sunday afternoon.
Wow!
On up to 8 screens at once. Plus, stream marquee matchups all season long. Sunday football all in one place. TSN Plus. Subscribe now.
Welcome back to this Christmas Eve edition of AEW Dynamite as we await the return of MJF for in-ring action here in AEW.
Nothing like on Christmas Eve bringing out the biggest Scrooge or Grinch, whatever you want to say, that I've ever known in my life than this guy, Mr. Ego Walking.
This bout is set for one fall. Making his way into the ring from Plainview, Long Island, New York, weighing 226 pounds, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
It was a stunning scene 1 week ago. MJF made his return to AEW, executed his contract for a World Championship match, and immediately inserted himself in the 4-way match coming up at World's End this Saturday.
And his opponent, Dustin Waller.
It will be MJF, Swerve Strickland, and Hangman Adam Page challenging Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship this Saturday. But right now, MJF, a flurry of offense for his opponent, Dustin Waller.
95 days since he's wrestled in an AEW ring.
The last time we saw MJF, he had lost a table and tax match to Mark Briscoe. And he claimed that when he came back, it was going to be the most violent MJF that anybody had ever seen.
Which really covers a lot of ground, Brian, because MJF, there was no low that he has been unwilling to stoop to in his career thus far. Blatant disrespect for his opponent. MJF coming into this match just days away from World's End. Coming up this Saturday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Oh, paintbrush for his opponent.
You got to say, he looks in phenomenal shape, does MJF, guys. I mean, you got to admit that.
The hammerlock on DDT. And immediately into the salt of the earth and a tap out. MJF victorious in short order.
Here is your winner, MJF.
An impressive victory, Brian, but I don't think this type of victory is going to give any worry to Samoa Joe, the AEW World Champion, to Swerve Strickland, or to Hangman Adam Page.
No, I mean, they're not going to be impressed by MJF coming out and beating Dustin Waller. As much promise and potential as that young man might have.
Well, you can't have a four-way match without some other dance partners.
The timing impeccable before MJF opened his mouth. Great.
Oh, he's not coming from the ramp. He's in the crowd. Hangman Adam Page, the former AEW World Champion. The man who was betrayed to lose that title.
By Hunt.
It's Not just Hangman. That's among the people. There's Prince Nana. There is Swerve Strickland, an AEW World Champion in his own right. If MJF thought he was running an intimidation game, so are Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland.
What an incredible four-way match we are going to have coming up on Saturday. Wow.
Just 3 days away, World's End on pay-per-view on HBO Max coming up this Saturday night.
Max, I want to remind you that the contractual agreement to no physicality got left in England, but tonight we are in the Hammerstein. So go ahead, say what you were gonna say. Go ahead, say it. Make another lowbrow 1990s misogynistic, bottom of the barrel, morally reprehensible joke at our expense. Go ahead and do it. I'm sure that the casting directors and the PR teams of the movies that you would love to be on would love to hear the kind of things that you say in public, so do it. Oh, go ahead. No, Max, go ahead and compare one of us to another sex pest in the news, because you got a whole slew of them to choose from. Cat got your tongue.
Oh, Hangman.
Or maybe
Hangman and Swerve making their way down.
Maybe that's not the kind of joke you want to make tonight. Maybe you want to make a joke about how the two-time world champion, the man who beat you twice this year, isn't a star. Maybe that's the joke you want to tell tonight. But I will tell you, regardless of what you say, tonight you are getting your ass beat.
Well, that's pretty plain and clear.
And the odds of that happening, it's a Katsuyori Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Hook.
And the Ops Dojo.
The Ops Dojo coming to the ring. I'm not sure if they're here to protect MJF, to protect him from any harm tonight, so Samoa Joe can tear him apart this Saturday.
Gentlemen, up here, it's the champ. Now, I can see you all have enjoyed the little training exercise I've arranged today. And rest assured, I knew none of those men would be any real threat. No, you see, those men were out there to expose all your true natures. You see, you all claim to have this unending hate for me, but as I look around and see the men in that ring right now, well, gentlemen, it seems maybe the hatred spreads a little bit further than you all anticipated. So now that we've had this moment of clarity, now that we understand where we all stand, know that I am going to come for each and every one of you, one by one. And rest assured, all your hopes and dreams, taking this from me, come to an end at World's End. Now do me a favor, gents. When you hit one of those snappy little catchphrases, send the people home happy. I'll see you soon.
Oh, but MJF coming in from behind. Misjudged the timing. Swerve ducked, and Hangman didn't miss with that right hand. The house call connects.
It's Hangman's turn now.
Hangman wrapping the chain. Wow. Around the neck of MJF.
Ladies and
gentlemen, I want to tell you a little something about Maxwell Jacob Friedman that he probably doesn't want you all to know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. See, Maxwell, he doesn't hate all of you. He doesn't despise all of you. He actually likes all of you people, no matter what city we go to, especially New York City. As a matter of fact, he loves the likes, he loves the retweets, he loves the comments. He loves you responding to everything he does because it feeds his fragile little ego. No, wake up. Maxwell.
Man, he's being
Oh, trust me, he's about to be my scumbag now. Never in my life have I met such a selfish, egotistical, narcissistic, bigoted, idiotic, selfish, jealous piece of garbage like you. On top of all that, you are a man that has power, and that right there makes it a toxic combination for any man in this world. So quite frankly, that makes you more of a Diddy than I will ever be. So let's talk about the victims of MJF and why I will always be above you. Let's talk about the pinnacle. Wardlow.
Oh, Les.
Jay White. And my good friend, Adam Cole. All have fell victim and are worse off after dealing with your
it actually mentions the pinnacle.
I will always be above you, Maxwell, because no matter who I get in the ring with, whether it is my enemy or my ally, I make them better. I don't care where you ever go in your life, Max. I don't care whether it is in the wrestling ring, your acting career, or you as a damn husband. I am a better human being than you will ever be. Now, let me hit one of those little Samoa Joe catchphrases that he wants me to do. Whose house? And I will see you at World's End, bitch. This Saturday, World's End, it will be every man for himself for the AEW World Championship, but the deck may very well be stacked against Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I think Max got the message, Brian. I'm not sure, but he should have.
He absolutely did. What a statement from Hangman and Swerve right there.
The four-way match for the AEW World Championship takes place this Saturday at World's End. But right now, let's head to the back of the remarkable Renee Paquette.
Babes of Wrath, you guys will be defending your championships for the first time ever at World's End against Athena and Mercedes Moné. However, tomorrow night you guys are going to be in action against Maya World and Hyan.
Yes, well, we like the cut of their jib, so we thought that we would welcome them to AEW with a taste of wrath.
You know, Renee, we were rocking and rolling through that tournament. We were killing it. And we got everything we dreamed of with these titles. But then Athena rocked me so hard, I didn't even know it hit me. So I'm kind of feeling like I need a confidence boost right now.
We are babes, and babes babe each other up. So I will let you know you are gorgeous, amazing, positive ray of violent sunshine.
Right. Harley, you are just so talented, you wonderful, unquantifiably talented human.
Renee! You're gorgeous.
You're the best interviewer.
You guys, you got it.
Babe!
What do we have? Wrath! Babes of wrath! Babes of wrath! Mercedes and Athena, we're coming for you.
The first ever defense of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship goes down this Saturday night. And it could be an unsuccessful one if Mercedes and Athena have anything to say about it.
This bout set for one fall is for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 208 pounds, he is the AEW National Champion, show some love for Ricochet.
1 week ago, the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. It came down to the final two men. Ricochet was one of those two men. But really, Brian, it was GOA. It was Toa Leona and Bishop Gone that did all the dirty work for the national champion Ricochet. He was barely involved in the match.
It was a group effort to get Ricochet to be one of the winners of that Battle Royal. A pretty despicable action, if you ask me. But Ricochet has accomplished what he wanted to accomplish this year in winning the national title. It would be a great way to end the year by winning the Dynamite Diamond ring.
And his opponent from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 211 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito!
Isn't it amazing when you think about this? Since the Dynamite Diamond ring was first introduced in 2019, someone other than MJF's going to win it here tonight.
Every single year since its inception, MJF has been involved in the Dynamite Diamond ring. This year is different. It will be one of these two men taking that prize, Bandito or Ricochet, with the winner earning a shot at the AEW World Championship on January 14th. Maximum Carnage Dynamite from Phoenix, Arizona.
Bandito coming out with his tag team partner Brody King's jacket, his mask.
And the chain, the padlock around his neck. As this Christmas Eve Dynamite continues here from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, Midtown Manhattan. I'm Excalibur, joined by Bryan Danielson, Tony Schiavone, Ricochet, and Bandito, facing one another for the Dynamite Diamond ring. And I mean, the ring is important, Tony, but really the shot at the AEW World Championship coming up January 14th. I mean, that could be life-changing.
Yes, it could, and the fact is we've got two champions in the ring right now. One will win the Dynamite Diamond ring, go after the world title. And Ricochet, if you go back to last year, it was right here at the Hammerstein Ballroom where Ricochet really kind of broke through, if you can say it that way. And it's where fans started to boo him, where he showed his true colors, so to speak. But hey, as you guys have said, he has had a phenomenal run here in AEW, the first national champion.
Crucifix, the roll-up here. Bandito kicks out. Brian, you and Tony talked about the phenomenal run that Ricochet's had in the last 365 days. Bandito, the same could be said for him as well.
Even more impressive, if you ask me. I mean, he's the Ring of Honor World Champion, had incredible title defenses, beat Takeshita, who is so far undefeated in the Continental Classic. Defeated Hechicero, won the Survival of the Fittest. Him and Brody King won the tag team titles. I mean, just an incredible year for Bandito, and incredible matches, main evented shows here in the United States with AEW, main evented shows in Arena, Mexico.
With CMLL, and now here competing for the Dynamite Diamond ring, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to say that Ricochet's had an impressive run as well since winning the national championship. On the ROH.
And now
UK.
Bandito through the legs. There's an echo in here. And now Bandito lowers his back. Ricochet rolls off, swinging a miss. Ricochet. With a most fast pace here in the early going. Great body control by Bandito. Takes Ricochet down, and the drop kick connects.
I mean, both these guys are incredible, and we're seeing it right here. Counter after counter after counter.
There you go. It's not going to stand for that, is Ricochet.
Ricochet does not want to see the Macarena on Christmas Eve.
Well, he doesn't want to be shown up, right?
As Ricochet attempting to send Bandito out to the floor, but Bandito.
Oh, he wanted to do the Macarena.
A Christmas Eve bipping, Tony.
I love it, Mr. Clean.
Being delivered by Bandito. Back in Ricochet, up to the ropes. Ricochet, reversal, chop to the chest. Bandito sinks down to one knee. Both these men outlasted 10 others 1 week ago in our debut in Manchester to earn this opportunity here tonight. And the strength of Bandito is Ricochet delivered to the apron and then spills to the floor.
Ricochet's on a 5-match winning streak. We talked about the title defenses. You're going to see a Macarena be damned here.
Of course, you have to remember GOA, members of the Demand, Bishop Khan, Total Leona at ringside.
I mean, how impressive is that one-arm press slam by Bandito?
Who will lead with the Dynamite Diamond Ring? We will find out as this match continues.
My greatest space flight achievement.
This is the moment you waited all week for. It's Friday night. Whether you're at home or out on the town, it all starts here.
No, he didn't!
The weekend starts here. With NLL Friday night on TSN.
Dynamite on 34th Street continues here from Midtown Manhattan. Ricochet and Bandito battling it out to determine who will control the Dynamite Diamond Ring for the next year. It is
Ricochet pulling Bandito down by the hair. I don't think that's exactly fair. He doesn't have any hair to pull.
It has been all Ricochet for the last few moments. And remember, the winner of this match, Tony, not only gets to control the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but coming up on January 14th, Dynamite are returned to Phoenix for Maximum Carnage. The winner, Maximum Carnage, the winner of this match will earn a shot at the AEW World Championship.
And the world champion by that time could be MJF once again. It could still be Samoa Joe. Could be Swerve Strickland. Could be, of course, Hangman Adam Page. We'll find out on Saturday.
And before we get to Phoenix, we'll be in the BOK Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday, January 7th. You can visit AEWTIX.com or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. And of course, Maximum Carnage in Phoenix on January 14th. And then additional Financial Arena, Orlando, Florida, January 21st as Ricochet rolled through on the Northern Lights suplex, the brainbuster, and then controlling the head of Bandito, rolling underneath the bottom rope to the outside. Very dangerous territory for both.
Oh, man.
And the suplex, and almost like a three amigos, but wait, the power of Bandito comes into play.
That was just not only, as you said, Excalibur power, but damn determination by the Ring of Honor World Champ.
It's a tremendous opportunity for both men to cap off their 2025 in a phenomenal way. Ricochet seemed to be in firm control of the proceedings, Brian, but Bandito, I mean, as we've learned over the last 8 or so months, not to be counted out.
Bandito can never be counted out. He puts so much heart into every single one of his matches, and especially a match as important as this. I mean, if he wins this match, he gets a shot at the AEW World Championship. He's not going to let that go by him.
As you well know, Brian, those opportunities do not grow on trees. They are extremely important. But Ricochet vaults off Bandito, boot to the midsection now. Shot to the back of the neck. As Ricochet could be looking to set up Bandito for vertigo. Bandito drops to his seat, covers, rolled through. Ricochet rolls through as well. And Ricochet launches off Bandito. And watch out! Whoa! Aubrey Edwards, the referee, almost got sandwiched in the corner. A handful of hair by Ricochet drags Bandito down. And now...
Yep, gonna try for it now, Excalibur.
Vertigo! 1, 2... No! Bandito able to kick out.
Absolutely no pressure on Bandito's left shoulder. That was a mistake by Ricochet on the cover. This is an incredible move, but watch the cover.
Ricochet, Brian, you're right. The cocky cover. Ricochet believed he thought he had this match in hand. He thought he had the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He thought he had the opportunity at the AEW World Championship on January 14th.
And fatigue was probably a part of it as well. As you can see, Ricochet trying to take it off, shake it off. I'm always amazed that Bandito has the cardiovascular training he has, and his mouth and nose are covered with that mask.
Wait a second, Ricochet about to load up the spirit gun. He's got Bandito in his sights. The miss, Bandito slips, throws the thrust kick. Ricochet intercepts, answers with a knee strike. Back heel kick from Ricochet. And now center of the ring. Ricochet could be burning a little daylight there. Bandito onto the shoulders. Ricochet got him on fireman's carry. Bandito. Oh, poison Bandito was able to escape.
Back and forth this goes between these two remarkable athletes. Amazing. Oh!
Bandito caught Ricochet out of a Hurricanrana attempt. He steps on this. Sits down. 1, 2. Oh!
Wow.
I thought for sure he was going for Styles Clash, but instead converts in midair over to a Liger Bomb, a stuffed Liger Bomb, and he very nearly won the Dynamite Diamond Ring with it.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Holy cow.
Bandito now to the top rope. A shimmy of the shoulders. The frog splash. Ricochet avoids. And he knocked his block off.
Whatever happened,
the thrust kick. And now Bandito with Ricochet up on the shoulders. Could be thinking X. Knee, there it was. Ricochet's out on his feet.
Got him in position again, Excalibur.
Bandito on the move. The 21 plex with Bishop Khan anchoring Ricochet in the low blow. Aubrey Edwards didn't see it. She was dealing with Tona Leona. And now Spirit comes. No, Bandito 1, 2, 3.
How about that?
Bandito won.
Oh, but Ricochet not clear of the ring. Bandito scored the victory. He earned the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but Ricochet not even allowing Bandito to celebrate.
Aubrey Edwards has the Dynamite Diamond Ring in her left hand. Hang on a second.
Brody King, one half the former AEW World Tag Team Champions alongside Bandito. Backing off Ricochet. Tona Leona and Bishop Khan certainly giving them something to think about. As Brody King, a timely intervention here. Saving Bandito from even more punishment. Just classless, unsportsmanlike act from Ricochet, the national champion. Let's take it to Justin Roberts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and the winner of the Dynamite Diamond Ring, Bandito!
January 14th, a return to Phoenix, Arizona. Dynamite Maximum Carnage. It will be Bandito challenging for the AEW World Championship either against Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, or MJF. Whoever leads World's End this Saturday as AEW World Champion will have Bandito waiting in the wings as the first challenger. What a big victory for Bandito here tonight. We still have so much more to come on this Christmas Eve Dynamite. Coming up next, Marina Shafir, Mina Shirakawa, one-on-one, plus Gold League action in the Continental Classic, our main event. Jungle Jack Perry, the Bastard Pack. We heard from Dave Kidd earlier. Let's hear now from Darby Allin.
Darby Allin, congratulations, you've officially been medically cleared to compete. So with World's End on the horizon, what's next for you?
You know, my whole life I've been turning the walls and the doors. You said when I was going to knock it down. These last few weeks since I've been out, I had a lot of time to think about where I'm going and how I'm...
Speaking of time, earlier tonight, Dave Kidd challenged you to a match at World's End. Have you made a decision?
Dave Kidd. I got bigger things to worry about than Dave Kidd.
You think I didn't know who you were? Yeah. You mistake my madness for stupidity. You don't get it. You don't get it. Yeah. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. You feeling nostalgic?
The kids are not just what
For causing so much death and suffering.
Where? Take it to ground. You spoke for my
The dead still exists. That is the way to move forward for a I'll be in R&D right up the hall. things to worry about than gatekeeping.
I didn't keep you waiting long.
There's a lot of Canadian content on the floor.
Nothing is guaranteed this year, fans already.
TikTok famous.
Much improved rap team.
Going to work.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite on 34th Street in Midtown Manhattan, where moments ago we witnessed a brutal assault by the mercenary Gabe Kidd, sending Darby Allin crashing down the steel steps of the iconic Hammerstein's Ballroom. The second such attack by the Death Riders on Darby Allin in as many years. And speaking of the Death Riders, the full complement there backing up the problem of Shafir.
This match is set for a one fall.
My soul's being severed. Oh God. I think they're going to make me go in there again.
What could they have been trying to do to him?
It's getting better. The pain seems manageable now. Maybe because I'm stronger. I know I'm stronger. I can sense the power growing. But it's almost like
Earlier today between Mina Shirakawa and Timeless Tony Storm.
You fight with me. Now I fight with you. You stay here. Mina, please listen to me. Belong together that tonight I fight alone with you. Promise?
Oh, I promise. That's a very brave move of Mina Shirakawa. Marina Shafir has had a lot of problems getting matches because there's so many women on the roster who don't want to wrestle her. It's kind of a godsend. Now before got hurt from Marina because she was able to step into that tag team tournament and people had to get in the ring with her.
You know, I'm sure Chanel before would describe it in a different manner, but despite having crossed paths multiple times in the last few months, such as the brutal blood and guts match in the semifinals of the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. Tony, this will be the first ever one-on-one meeting between Marina Shafir and Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out, but I think it's surprising here, guys, that she would tell Tony Storm to stay in the back, but if push comes to shove, you can better believe the Death Riders will come out to help her.
Right now, Mina Shirakawa starting things out by attacking the knees of the Death Riders, trying to take that face away from the knees.
The legs so important.
This thing isn't just for show.
For the throws that Marina Shafir often does. And she does them with such velocity. Taking out the knee is a great strategy.
Mina Shirakawa now intercepts the kick attempt. On the ropes, sweeps out the other.
I mean, that precious face.
Now, Mark the slaps the cover. One. Just a one count.
If that's what you want.
Marina Shafir able to kick out.
I bet I can find a way to restore power to that elevator.
Stepping pretty gingerly on that injured leg.
Oh, she is.
Mina Shirakawa to the outside. Shafir in pursuit. No. Mina sweeps up the leg. Maybe a cat and mouse game here by Shirakawa.
I think many would be surprised that Mina and Tony Storm, the time was one off, did not win the first Women's Tag Team Championship. Probably was an upset. What about the Babes of Wrath?
Cover on two. And of course, Babes of Wrath this Saturday at World's End will defend the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship for the first time. Harley Quinn and Will Nightingale, titles on the line against Mercedes Moné and Athena, as we see that beautifully executed dropkick by Mina Shirakawa, but Shafir up to her feet, but Mina Shirakawa peppering Shafir with those leg kicks.
Yeah, great low kicks by Mina Shirakawa. You know, she also is a big utilizer of the figure 4 leg lock. Has done a great job with that.
Shafir with the kick. The kick caught and hoists up. Mina drives her down. Marina Shafir just like that, regaining the advantage as this Christmas Eve Dynamite battle continues.
The NBA on TSN is happening now. We don't know who's going to catch fire or who will shock the world. We don't know which bucket will break some hearts, who's showing up courtside, if dynasties will ever dynasty again. And we don't know which play will become a poster. But we do know that for tip-off, Christmas, finals, and everywhere in between, stop playing with me. TSN is your home for hoops.
Welcome back to Christmas Eve Dynamite. Marina Shafir, Mina Shirakawa, one-on-one the cover, and Shirakawa gently gains it, over the problem. Marina Shafir, Mina Shirakawa, and over the tag team partner, Toni Storm, stay in the back. Mina Shirakawa wants to fight this one-on-one. Shirakawa almost circling Toni, wanted revenge with one and go. Shafir locked in that mother's milk. The surrender from Mina Shirakawa.
And Toni Storm was forced to watch that. Mother's milk, the end of the match. That's why they surrendered.
And the Hurricane missed, but that kick the second time did it. And the roll through. Brian called it earlier. Mina, she likes that figure 4.
And she's in the center of the ring.
And Mina bridging up, posting extra leverage. Marina Shafir is standing.
Marina saying, I'm not happy. I think Mina's going to have to break her leg.
Shafir trying to break the fingers of Mina.
Should anyone get up a figure 4 like that? I don't think so.
Hurricane, but the damage done to the hand wasn't fully effective. Marina comes, and now the mother's milk cinched in tight, and Shirakawa almost immediately gone to sleep. Her arm is drooping. She may be out. Referee Brandon Martinez got a tough call to make here. The hand drops, and that is it.
Angry woman right there.
Brian, Mina Shirakawa came into this match with a tremendous game plan, attacking the break the face of Marina Shafir. Shafir, so dangerous. Submission attack.
Agreed, that was a great game plan. I mean, we barely saw Marina Shafir do any judo throws in that match, and I think it's because of the strategy.
Returns and now cinching in the mother's milk once again.
I mean, what's the point of this? Come on.
Mina barely regained consciousness, and now Shafir wants to put her back to sleep.
Just wrenching the neck and the head here of Mina.
I mean, we need security. We need doctors. We need somebody here. I guess what we need is timeless Toni Storm. She vowed to stay in the back for the match, but she said nothing about afterwards. And Toni Storm.
Yikes. Boy, did she ever look at this. She's out too.
I just took out a couple of corrupted from Violators experimentation. Was the Order trying to reproduce that here?
I'm not sure what that was about. I only knew that they were planning for me.
Toni Storm is out.
And so is
I feel void now.
Wow, that was...
It's inside, man. I can feel it flowing.
Everything we were saying about how dangerous Maria Shafir can be.
This is a defining moment for her in singles competition, to be honest with you.
What are you doing in there, Ted?
Defeating such an accomplished wrestling as Mina Shirakawa here, and then dropping a four-time former AEW Women's World Champion with a single shot.
Guys, that's Arian Moynihan of HBO Max's Succession. He and our boss, Tony Khan, good friend, both are together on the board of Culture City. See him here, I'm sure he's thrilled about it.
I'm here standing outside medical, trying to get an update on the Elite's physical status after their match here tonight. Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, congratulations on your victory tonight. But Bucks, there's a rumor going around that you might not be cleared for action for quite some time.
You know, tonight was a little bittersweet. Big Elite reunion. We finally got money, but unfortunately, it looks like me and my brother aren't going to be cleared for at least the remainder of the year. So there's that.
So it's sounding like the Elite won't be tagging together for quite some time?
You know, whether we tag or not, the Elite are the Elite. And I'm always going to be with these guys, always going to have my back, and I'm always going to have theirs. But maybe this gives me a chance to take care of something that I need to take care of myself. So while you guys are resting up, I'm going to do something that I think I should have done a little while ago. So we can talk about it back there. Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Well, cryptic words from Kenny Omega, but coming up next, Gold League action of 2025 Continental Classic. The Bastard Tag, Jungle Jack Perry, 3 crucial points on the line next.
TSN is home to the CHL. From the WHL. You couldn't script this any better. To the OHL.
Scores!
And the QMJHL.
Crowd to their feet once more.
The League Championship Series.
A magical moment.
Culminating with the Memorial Cup.
The Knights are Memorial Cup champions.
CHL Hockey lives on TSN and TSN Plus.
I like the Continental Classic. It's simple. You step into the ring, under the lights, bring whatever you have, and everything gets laid bare. There's nowhere to hide. The deeper we get into this tournament, the more it reveals. Uphill climb against the elite of the elite for the rest of this tournament. Whatever happens, happens. I just want to know that when it's over, they didn't leave any bullets in the chamber. They left it all out there. All of it.
Coming up tomorrow night, it's Christmas Collision, 9/8 Central on TNT and HBO Max, where we will see the final night of group stage action of the 2025 Continental Classic. In the Gold League, the Master Pack, who could have sole possession of first place by the end of this broadcast, will face the Jet, Kevin Knight, the greatest tournament wrestler of all time, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, goes one-on-one with Speedball Mike Bailey. And after his must-win battle, tonight's main event, Jungle Jack Perry will face the Pro Star Kyle Fletcher. And in the Blue League, Mascara Dorado will have a chance to advance to the semifinals to win over the man that clinched his spot earlier tonight, Konosuke Takeshita. Claudio Castagnoli sits in second place with 7 points and has a chance to join Takeshita in the semis when he faces Roderick Strong tomorrow. And they are deadlocked at 6 points each, but John Moxley and Orange Cassidy will meet in a match that could send one of them to Chicago and World's End. Plus, Harley Cameron, Will Nightingale, and AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath, will take on Hayan and My World tomorrow night. Then coming up this Saturday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. It's World's End from Chicago. The Bates Rap will look to make the first defense of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship against a very formidable duo of Athena and Mercedes Moné. And we will also witness the semifinal round matches of 2025 Continental Classic as well as the tournament final to determine the AEW Continental Champion. And amid escalating hostilities, Chris Statlander will put her AEW Women's World Championship on the line against former champion Jamie Hayter. Plus, the AEW World Championship will be up for grabs in a four-way match with Samoa Joe looks to defend his title against former champion Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Our main event about to get underway. Gold League action in the 2025 Continental Classic.
Ted is the one who destroyed this place and killed all those people.
Your final bout tonight is a Gold League match in the Continental Classic, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing 217 pounds. He is the Bastard Pack!
The Bastard Pack coming into this match exceptionally well situated as the Continental Classic comes into its closing days. Right now, let's head to ringside and the remarkable Renee Paquette.
When we talk about stepping up and locking in, all eyes look to Pac. He has so much momentum coming off of this huge victory over Kyle Fletcher. But tonight he's walking into a big unknown, facing Jungle Jack Perry for the first time ever. When I asked Pac about that, he said tonight he's going to hit Jack so hard, he's going to wake up in a loincloth again tomorrow.
Well, thank you for that, Renee. Pac, well situated, 6 points, 2 matches in hand, a maximum of 12 possible points. Remain the Bastard. That could give him the highest point total of any Gold League competitor.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing 190 pounds, Jungle Jack Perry.
Show of respect for our broadcast colleague, Tony Schiavone. Jack Perry heading into this match, sitting at 3 points. He inherited the loss that Darby Allin suffered in his tournament opening match. Darby was forced to withdraw for medical reasons. Jack Perry stepping into that matchup, and then Jack wrestled his first match in more than a year, and he drew against Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, the greatest tournament wrestler of all time. Jack dropped 3 points there, but then came back and took 3 points off of Speedball Mike Bailey. It is must win from here on out for Jungle Jack Perry.
And he's not out of it yet. As we mentioned before, he has this match here. He has still Kyle Fletcher he has to wrestle, so Jungle Jack coming from behind could be a big factor in what is now a 5-way tie for first in the Gold League. Jack, of course, with 3 points, as you mentioned.
Pac, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Mike Bailey, Speedball, and the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Kazuchika Okada all knotted up at 6 points, and this is a Gold League match in the 2025 Continental Classic Group Stage. 20-minute time limit, 3 points for the winner. 1 point in the event of a draw, 0 points for the loser. Everyone is banned from ringside as Pac, Colorado Top, and Brian talking about tough draws. Jack Perry coming into this tournament, not having wrestled a singles contest in more than a year, faced Kazuchika Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey, and now on back-to-back nights, Christmas Eve, Christmas night, will face Pac and Kyle Fletcher. And his tournament, Jack's tournament, is on the line.
Not an easy draw for sure, but he came into this tournament inheriting that loss, like you said, that Darby Allin had gotten to Kevin Knight. He was always going to have to fight from behind for this thing. And if he wants to win this, if he wants a shot to win it and to get into the semifinals, he's going to have to beat the Bastard, and he's going to have to beat Kyle Fletcher back-to-back nights.
And of course, tomorrow night, Christmas night collision 9, 8 Central on TNT and HBO Max. It will be a 2.5-hour broadcast. The 6 remaining Continental Classic matches for this year in the group stage go down tomorrow night. Part of that massive, massive broadcast, Tony.
And like we said, that it all began on Thanksgiving Eve. It ends on Christmas night. What a tournament it's been. We're going to find out who the semifinalists are and who eventually will become the Continental Champion.
Well, the semifinals go down this Saturday at World's End. Both semifinal round matches. We know Konosuke Takeshita has already qualified for the semifinals in the Blue League, but the other 4 spots remain up for grabs. And then, of course, the finals in the 2025 Continental Classic take place this Saturday night. World's End, live on pay-per-view from Chicago. You can get it on pay-per-view on HBO Max as Pac accelerates on ropes, but Jack Perry answers the drop kick.
A little bit shocking here to me that Jack Perry is out wrestling Pac on the mat.
From there and grinding the sole of the boot into the face of Jack Perry.
I think he's showing respect for Pac, but the fact that he's out wrestling Pac right now shows me that maybe we have underrated what Jack can do against an accomplished wrestler like Pac. Look at this.
Brian, do you think it's a case of Jack Perry almost wrestling back into single shape because he's faced such elite, high-level competition in this tournament?
I do. I think this is a great opportunity for Jack Perry. You know, he hadn't done, like you had said, he hadn't done a singles match in over a year. And then now he's put in there.
Whoa! Look at that! On the floor! Pac caught completely by surprise. And Jack Perry on the move. Tope Susie to the bastard into the barricade.
Yeah, he hadn't wrestled a singles match in over a year, and now he's in there in a tournament with a league full of killers. But you can see in that, oh, here we go. Look at this. Into the bulldog on the floor. Now Jack Perry's going to the top rope.
Back to live action. Jack Perry on the top rope. Pac turns the corner. Jack by the elbow. Comes down the cover. Pac kicking out barely. A 1 count on the bastard.
How about that elbow connection? That was pretty awesome from Jack. I don't know if I've seen that before.
And Jack back to the top rope. This is typically the domain of Pac. But Jack Perry, I think, trying to show something new to the bastard. We heard Renee say this is a first-time ever matchup as Pac suplex on the floor. And Jack Perry comes up clutching that ankle that he injured earlier on in this tournament.
He injured?
Jack Perry, the bastard Pac, 3 points in the Gold League, the Continental Classic on the line in our main event. Don't go anywhere. Dynamite on 34th Street, our main event underway. A Gold League clash in the 2025 Continental Classic. The bastard Pac in the driver's seat. Jack Perry covered here. 2! And Perry able to kick out. And Tony, over the last few moments, we have seen the ankle of Jack Perry. He came into this match injured, but the condition has deteriorated before our eyes.
And I think that's going to be the determining factor in this match. I'm not saying that Pac's going to win the match, because anything can happen, but right now Pac is in the driver's seat, as the cliche goes.
In the Gold League, there is a 5-way tie for first place. Pac, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Kazuchika Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey. A victory here for Pac would give him sole possession of first place with 9 points. But Jack Perry, a must-win match for him here. If he loses tonight, his Gold League, his tournament ends, and it looks like Jack Perry is not going down without a fight.
Well, I don't know if he's going to win a striking contest against Pac. Well, Pac went to the midsection. Oh, but Jack, how about that?
Hammers the brainbuster.
I wouldn't have advised Jack Perry to go toe-to-toe with Pac, but he did a great job there.
Referee Stephon Smith checking on both competitors. Remember, a 20-minute time limit in this match. Everyone is banned from ringside. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. A draw here would give Pac first place in the gold league, but just barely. Look at Jack Perry! Where did he pull that out from?
But you can tell even with Jack Perry's landing, his ankle is bothering him.
Right. You were right, Brian. Absolutely on that landing.
It looked like Perry's leg buckled underneath, yet he was still able to gut it out and get the German suplex. His hips were below those of DDT!
A running, flying DDT. How about that? Whoa.
Jack Perry stuck the landing on that one. The bastard Pac driven down hard.
But even in running the ropes, the way that he did right before that DDT, you could see him clutching his ankle, clutching his shin. You can tell how much that's bothering him and how much pain he's in.
And Jack loves to deliver that running knee strike to the side of the head. Did not seem to have a lot of explosion on that in the run-up. And now, belly-to-belly suplex.
Horrible landing for Jack Perry.
Not just because of the impact in the corner as half the time limit has elapsed, but also because how his ankle, Brian, wraps around the top of the rope.
His ankle wrapping around the top rope was a horrible thing for his ankle, but also the way his head just hit the mat at that angle. That's a bad position to be in.
As Pac now to the top rope. Perhaps a belly-to-belly suplex, an avalanche-style belly-to-belly on the horizon. Oh, Jack Perry goes down hard once again. Pac, 3 points, the lead in the Gold League. Could be his right here. Shoots the half, makes the cover. 2, 3, no!
What an effort. I thought that was like a dead body. He was rolling over. I thought that Jack was done.
You see this tremendous impact. You can see how it just reverberates throughout the body of Jack Perry and Pac. I mean, Brian, you questioned his intelligence, but an adept move there, shooting the half, get his opponent on his back as quickly as possible to go for the pinfall.
Yeah, I mean, I was half joking when I questioned his intelligence. Pac is actually a very intelligent human being and a great tactical wrestler. You don't see him make hardly any mistakes in that ring.
And remember, Tony, half of the allotted time limit, more than 10 minutes have elapsed in this match. But a draw for Pac, time limit draw, would earn him 7 points and the lead in the Continental Classic. Jack Perry, he could still stay in the tournament with 4 points, but he would need a lot of help in the other matches on the final day tomorrow night.
The Pac just right now just trying to intimidate Jack Perry, who had none of it. Oh boy, he ran into a foot that time. Watch out!
Back over the top and thrust kick. Knocks Perry back into the corner.
Great misdirection from Pac. Oh!
Perry lands a thrust kick of his own.
Oh my God. Oh my God, top of the head.
Violent impact, but Pac bebops up. Jack Perry, comebacker lariat.
Cover, cover, cover.
Perry covers. Ready is on. Pac breaks free.
You usually see Pac do the bypass into the German suplex, but Jack Perry was able to counter. Look at the way Pac landed on his head on that reverse hurricanrana. Here's the bypass into the clothesline by Jack Perry.
Jack Perry showing his heart, his determination here tonight. A gutsy performance. He is still in this match, and crucially, he is still in this tournament. Perry lining up the knee strike. Pac intercepts.
Bad news for... Oh, my. Bad news for Jack.
The soul about that kick. Turned the corner, went around again. Jack. Suplex. As Perry charges. Knee strike to the side of the head. Jack Perry 1, 2, no, into the brutalizer. A nonchalant cover by Jack Perry.
Got to reach down now. Forget about the ankle. Stay with us. They're good.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jack Perry.
Speaking of the ankle.
The toe of the boot That's the only thing that saved Jack Perry and his Continental Classic for this year.
The angle that his shoulders and neck were at.
We've seen this build up from Petno. A venomous strike by the bastard, and now the Brutalizer's like, oh, Perry, 1, 2, oh! 2 count, only a 2 count.
Almost stolen away, Excalibur.
And now Pac looking for that Brutalizer once again. And, oh, but Jack Perry, he's biting, doing anything he can to prevent that Brutalizer from getting locked in. Cazador, the roll through 1, 2, 3. What a win! Look at it!
Jungle Jack Perry!
By the skin of his teeth and by using his teeth, Jack Perry puts 3 more points on the board and stays alive in the 2025 Continental Classic Gold League. And now, heading into the final night of action, tomorrow night, it is a 6-way tie for first place in the Gold League of the Continental Classic. As we take a look at the updated scoreboard, Kazuchika Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Pac, and Jungle Jack Perry. It is quite literally anybody's game tomorrow night in the Gold League of the Continental Classic.
What a night it's going to be, and guys, what a tournament it's been thus far. Wow. Effort all around.
Tomorrow night, the conclusion of group stage action in the 2025 Continental Classic. A special Christmas night dynamite and a special gift here from Santasaurus.
What milk and cookies?
A special delivery for the victorious Jack Perry to cap off this dynamite on 34th Street. And fans, we will see you tomorrow night. Christmas close version, 9, 8 Central on TNT and HBO Max. A special 2.5-hour broadcast. We will see the final night of group stage action of the 2025 Continental Classic in the Blue League. John Moxley with 6 points takes on Orange Cassidy with 6 points. Claudio Castagnoli, he's got 7. Roddy Strongbow could play the spoiler tomorrow night. Mascara Dorada hopes to advance to the semifinals with the victory over Kyosuke Takeshita, who is already clinched. And then in the Gold League, it's a 6-way tie for first place. Jack Perry versus Kyle Fletcher. Pat versus the Jet Kevin Knight. And the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey, who will move on to the semifinals. We will see you tomorrow night.
942-8886-588.
Code invalid. Please stand by for appropriate summary execution. Thank you for your conformance.
Rafa will not stand by. Nor will I conformance. Machine gunner! Gunner machine! Whatever, there's a Ramos soldier!
Straight in the gap!
This ain't over. Not by a damn sight. You can run, but you can't hide. Max, your code was, how they say, shit.
The code didn't work! Then we got no choice! To get me out, we've got to build a plasma torch door penetrator! Sending you the materials list now! Send in!
Have you mistaken me for a hardware store, Maximo?